Hello everyone. I wanted to share something that I discovered this weekend while playing with my Pico. I played quite a lot with it and I experimented with various playing positions. So initially when I first got the Pico after the first day, I felt that the thumb hooks were not suitable for me. I didn't feel comfortable with it. So I just rested my thumbs against the back and played on the Pico like this. This worked out okay for a little while, but after playing scales and starting to experiment with chords and things like that, I noticed that it's actually better to work with the thumb hooks and to actually fix the position of your hands so that one hand is responsible for the upper part and the other hand is responsible for the lower part of the Pico. Now, one thing that is important is that you properly set up this back slider so that your thumb hooks are positioned in such a way that your fingers are falling naturally on the middle of the keys of the Pico. And to do this, I found a little method that might be useful for other people. So first thing you have to do is to make sure that your USB cable is not wrapped around the hook here, which is what you usually do when you play to prevent it from being pulled out. And once you've unwound it from there, then you loosen the 3 screws at the back so that this slider can freely slide up and down. And you make sure that your neck strap is attached. When you've done that, you slide the slider all the way up so that it's that actually your neck strap holds the slider and that the Pico is in the lowest possible position. And then you put your thumbs in the thumb hooks, and I do this in such a way, and initially I was actually putting them just a little bit in there. I slide them in a bit more now so that the joints of my thumbs actually support the Pico. And when I slide them in there like that, I naturally let my fingers press down on the keyboard. And you can see here that they're wrongly aligned, that I'm actually playing a little bit above the keys. In your case, for example, they might fall onto the keys, but a little bit on the side. And since the keys of the Eigenharp Pico are so sensitive, if your default playing position doesn't fall right in the middle of the key, you will accidentally make pitch bends, and it will be quite difficult to hit stable notes. So once you've got your natural playing position here with your left hand, what I do is I support the Pico with my right hand here, and I keep my left hand, of course, firmly in place. And at the bottom here is the hook where you actually had the USB cable go through. And if you loosen your left hand a little bit, just so that you can barely feel the keys, you'll have the freedom to slide the Pico up by pulling with your thumb on the hook where your USB cable goes through, still supporting it, of course, with the rest of your hand. And doing this carefully, you can really feel the keys, and you can feel when your fingers fall naturally on the middle of the keys. And when you found this position, just press firmly down with your left hand. And then at the bottom here with your right hand, you can tighten the bottom screw. Don't tighten it too much. And now the back slider with the thumb hooks is set up for your playing position, and you can tighten the other 2 screws and take your USB cable and wrap it around the hook so that it can't accidentally be pulled out. And now when you pick up your Pico, you will naturally play in the middle of the keys and don't create any additional pitch bends without wanting to do so. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.